Is this $79 DJ controller worth buying? Is it right for you? And is it going to help you get started on your journey in the DJ industry? Hey, welcome back. Jamie Hartley here from Crossfader, and today I've got the Numark DJ2GO2 Touch controller. This is a pocket-sized, entry-level, pretty cheap controller, and I'm going to give you a rundown of what this thing does in this review, so you can make a better purchasing decision whether this is the right solution for you at the start of your DJ journey. In this review, you're going to learn everything it does. I'm going to give you a rundown at the end of some things that you should think about when purchasing this controller and whether it's going to be the right decision for you, and its price, of course. If you have any questions, obviously stick around until the end and then drop a comment below and we'll do our best to answer. And please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff to help us keep making more videos and reviews just like this one. Let's go. The Numark DJ2GO2 Touch really is a nice, compact, entry-level controller for you to test out whether you're interested in DJing, or if you're a current working DJ, something that you can take on the road to help prepare your music, especially if you're using the Serato DJ software. Now, as you can see, the controller is nice and compact. This is a 15-inch MacBook, and I've got it sat just below my keyboard because I don't need to access the mouse once I've got it all plugged in. So that's a really nice thing to be able to do, is just rest it on your laptop and play your sets. Out of the box, what we get is the controller, obviously. We've got some nice Numark stickers. There are instructions on how to download the free Serato DJ Lite software and get registered. Now, the Serato DJ Lite software is totally free to download. You don't even need this product to download it. So you could download that to start with and check out, if you like the software first before purchasing a product. That's a really good tip for any beginner DJs out there. You also get the audio cable, which is an RCA to 1/8-inch headphone jack, which would go into this part of the controller here. I've got the recorder plugged in at the moment, so you can hear the audio once I start playing it. You also get a micro USB cable, which I've got plugged in there. Please note you don't get any headphones with it, but the headphones are an 1/8-inch jack, so your normal headphones like this can plug straight in, so you can preview music in your headphones. The Serato DJ Lite software has a few preview tracks from Serato that you can use to get started mixing. As you can see here, we've got 3 house tracks and 3 hip-hop tracks. Really useful just to get to grips with your first piece of DJ equipment and the software itself. Now let's have a look at this controller. First of all, we've got the browse knob here in the center, which we can scroll up and down tracks within a crate that you have pre-organized. We have some sample tracks available to us within the Serato DJ Lite software upon download. So here we have 3 house tracks and 3 hip-hop tracks. To load any song, just click the load button, either number 1 or number 2, to load the tracks onto the left and right hand side. Moving across, we have 2 jog wheels. These are very small jog wheels and they're capacitive. So what that means is when we touch the top, we can move the track forwards and backwards. We can scratch with it like this, even when the track is playing. These jog wheels respond just like the higher end controllers on the market. The outside of the jog wheel allows you to nudge the track temporarily faster or slower, so you can get the timing of 2 tracks in line with one another. Let's play the track and have a listen. If I spin it backwards from the edge, it will slow it down until I stop spinning. If I spin it forwards, it will speed it up. This doesn't change the BPM of the song, however. Your tempo adjust here will do that. We can move up by 8% and down by 8%. This allows you to speed tracks up to match another track on the opposite side. Cue button will go back to the start of the song, where you can cue it back up, and we have the sync buttons to match and synchronize the tracks on both the left and right deck. If you have things like sync on, or you've set up hot cues, which we're about to talk to, you need to know how to turn things like that off. So by holding pad mode, this acts as a shift feature. Hold pad mode, tap sync, and it will toggle it off. Let's do that on both sides. This works as well for hot cues. These pads here, 1, 2, 3 and 4, are performance pads, and we have dedicated pads for each side. The things that you set up, like the hot cues on this first pad mode, will store to the data of the song rather than the controller. So just remember that if you're setting up hot cues, when you next load that song, they will automatically load into the bank here. I've got a hot cue set on number 1. You can hear on this side, when I hold the hot cue, it plays the track. I could press play and it will continue. I could toggle and jump around, set up another one on another beat. To delete, hold pad mode as a shift and delete. We can set up to 4 here in Serato DJ Lite. The next mode, by toggling pad mode, is auto loop. Here we can see we've got an 8-beat loop on number 4. You can see this on the screen. 4 beats, 2 beats, and 1 beat. Press the button again to deactivate the loop. The next pad mode is manual loop. So the 1 and 2 are lit up. We can press 1 to set an in point and 2 to set an out point. 3 will toggle that loop on and off. 4 will jump back to the start of the loop and activate it again. So we've got a few options there. The last pad mode is sampler. You can see I have some samples loaded in this left hand side. These are great for little one-shot sounds, just like the air horn, glass breaking, and other things like that. Just above the performance pads, we have the headphone cues. You can either preview both tracks at once in your headphones, or you can hear just one side or just the other. To control the levels and the audio of each side, we've got a level control per channel here. So let's have a listen. We also have a crossfader, which allows you to blend from one side to another. So if we were to just start this track again, we can blend across. Now you'll notice that it cuts in very sharp. Now this is because it's set up in a scratch mode, so you can cut the crossfader in and out. And cut it in and out. To change settings like this, if you want to use the crossfader to actually mix rather than the levels, then you can change a quick setting in the Serato DJ Lite software. It's worth knowing about these when you first get started. By clicking the gear icon, we can go into Serato DJ Lite settings, and under the mixer tab, the crossfader curve can be changed from fast to slow. So if we have it on slow and now do that same thing, you'll notice it's louder on this side than here, and it will fade across between the two songs. Let's get ready to play the next song. You'll notice now when we blend, it's much smoother. Lastly, the two grey controls here and here are your master level, so what's coming out of the speakers, out of this port here, and the Q level, which is how loud your headphones are going to be coming out of this port here. It's also worth noting in the Serato DJ Lite software that we have some effects available, but these are controlled with your mouse and you can turn them on and off here within the software. There aren't dedicated buttons on the controller, which is unfortunate, but you can still control them with your mouse. And there we have it, the simple, portable Numark DJ2GO2 Touch. Okay, who is this designed for? So, if you're a working DJ that uses Serato DJ Pro, maybe tours around and is a professional DJ, then this is a great thing to just have in your bag. It's a great way to prepare things like hot cues, your music library, do some practice mixes when you're traveling, whether you're on a train or a plane flying to your next gig. It's one of those things that I'd say, for how much it costs, grab one and stick it in your bag, because you never know when you're going to need to jump onto some DJ equipment and just prep some music. Or even you're at an after party and you want to plug a little controller in and smash out a quick set. This is a great solution for that. Now, if you're watching this and you're a total newbie to the DJ world and you're thinking about purchasing your first DJ product, the beauty of this thing is it's cheap. and you can get it from places like Amazon. It's easy to come across. It comes in at $79, or here in the UK, £69. So that really is an entry-level price. You're not going to find much cheaper when it comes to DJ products. Now, saying that, if this is your first DJ product, please note that this controller works with the Serato DJ Lite software, which is free to download. You can download it even without buying this controller, and you can check out that software. But you are kind of buying into the Serato DJ ecosystem, which is one of the most professional softwares out there. I've used it for years and years in club environments, and it's great. So you don't need to worry about the progression, but it's something to bear in mind. Also, Serato DJ runs on a laptop, so you will need a laptop to run this controller. Algorithm DJ is an all-in-one solution where it works with iPads, iPhones, and a laptop. And the old Numark DJ2GO2 there were some MIDI mappings for it that you could get it working with it. Now, as far as it stands of making this video, this isn't yet natively supported. It doesn't mean that it won't be in the future, but if you are someone who only has an iPad and doesn't have a laptop, then this pretty much goes out the window. And you want to be looking at other solutions on the market. One of the big pros of using Serato DJ Lite is that it has streaming integrated into it. So if you don't currently own your own music collection, you can actually access the Tidal music service or the SoundCloud streaming service directly within Serato DJ Lite and eventually into Serato DJ Pro. So that's something to think about. If you want to quickly access music, subscribe to one of those services, and you can use this controller and stream millions of tracks from all over the world. If you've seen marketing on this and seen people scratching on it, and you think, you know what, I'm going to buy this controller because I want to learn to do that, and I want to learn to scratch on this controller because of these little capacitive jog wheels, then I will say to you, just remember those videos you're watching are of professional scratch DJs that have been doing it for a long time, and they definitely didn't learn how to scratch on something like this. So if your end goal is to learn how to scratch and to do the turntablist side of things in the DJ industry, then I'd say spend a bit more money and get something that's a bit bigger with bigger jog wheels and a bit more room around those jog wheels for things like scratching. This is not a solution for someone who wants to learn to scratch. You're going to have to spend a little bit more. So just wanted to point that out there. You can seamlessly play parties with friends with something like this, with a little battery powered speaker that you just plug into the output and plug it into your laptop and off you go. So a great solution for that. It's also just worth mentioning that this thing is only £69, $79, so it is made of plastic. It's not the most robust thing. It doesn't feel like a professional piece of DJ equipment, but obviously that comes along with the price point. So just keep that in mind when you're buying a product like this. It's something to help you get a taster. Is DJing something you want to really do? You don't want to spend much money, at the start. This is probably the solution. But if you know it's something you want to do, stretch that budget and go for something a bit more expensive, a bit bigger, a bit more capable. So there it is, the Numark DJ2GO2 Touch. I hope you've enjoyed this review. Please remember, if you have any questions, drop them below, and remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and we'll keep making reviews and sharing the knowledge just like this. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in another video very soon.